This is 1-2 notes for distributive property. So the first one says distributive property for any numbers a, b, and c. We know that if we have a times b plus c, when we distribute that, we will get a times b plus a times c. And the same works for subtraction. So if we have a times b minus c, when we distribute, we'll have a times b minus a times c. Then it says, should the distributive property be a property of addition, multiplication, or both? It's going to be both, because you'll multiply and then add. And it could also be subtract too, so I'll do add or subtract. Okay, so a couple examples real quick. Here we have 5 times the difference of 4x minus 9. So I'm going to distribute my 5 here. So really what this is 5 times 4x minus 5 times 9. 5 times 4 is 20, don't forget the x. 5 times 9 is 45. And here we can't simplify because 45 doesn't have an x, so 20x minus 45 is our answer. Number 2, distributing a 3. So we have 3 times 8 minus 3 times 2x. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 2 is 6. Don't forget the x. And again, we cannot combine these two because the 24 does not have an x and the 6 does. Number 3, distribute the 12. So we have 12 times 6 minus 12 times a half x. 12 times 6 is 72 minus half of 12. So 12 times a half is just dividing it by 2. So 12 divided by 2, half of 12 is 6. Don't forget the x. And again, we cannot combine those because the 72 does not have an x like the 6. Number 4, distributing the 4. So they have 4 times 2 plus 4 times 1/2 b. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus, again, anytime you're multiplying by a half, you just take half of 4 or divide it by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2b. And again, I cannot combine those because they are not like terms. Number 5, distributing a 4th. So you have 1/4 times 12 minus 1/4 times 14. And on this one, again, anytime you multiply by fraction, you just divide by whatever the denominator is when 1 is in the numerator. So a 4th of 12, that's 12 divided by 4, that's just 3. A 4th of 4 is just 1, so 1t. And again, you can't combine those because they're not like terms. Okay, number 6. So we have 3x times 2x minus 3x times y. So 3 times 2 is 6. X times x is x squared. And we'll get into more of that later. But all you need to know is x times x is x squared. Minus, there's nothing here that's alike, so you just put them all together. 3xy. And again, I can't combine anything because they're not like terms. Okay. There we go. Number 7. Distributing my 2. So that's 2 times 3x plus 2 times 2y minus 2 times y. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 2y is 4y. And we have minus 2y. Now here, I actually can combine something. Both of these have a y in them, so I can combine them. And when we do that, we'll have 6x. 4 minus 2 is 2, so plus 2y. And again, you can always pause, rewind if I go too fast. Number 8, distribute the x. So we have x times x minus x times 2. X times x is x squared. Anytime you have a number and a variable, you just put them together, so this will give us 2x. Okay, number 9, we're distributing a 2. So 2 times 3a minus 2 times 2b plus 2 times a. 2 times 3a is 6a, minus 2 times 2b is 4b, plus 2a. And again, I can combine like terms. I have a 6a here, a 2a here. They're both positive, so I'm going to combine them. 6 plus 2 will give me 8, so 8a minus 4b. Alright, last row. Here you're distributing everything by a fourth. So really, since it's just 1/4, what you're doing is you're just going to divide everything by 4. So 1/4 times 16x minus 1/4 times 12y plus 1/4 times 4z. So we're just dividing everything by 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4x. Minus 12 divided by 4 is 3, so 3y. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so 1z. Okay, 2 more. So here we're distributing a 3y to everything. So we'll have 2 times 3y minus, we have 3y times 3x plus 3y times z. 2 times 3 is 6, we have 6y. 3 times 3 is 9, and then you always put your variables in alphabetical order, so x, then y. Plus we have a 3, and again, alphabetical order, so y, then z. And none of those are the same, so that's as far as I can go. Okay, last one. Negative 2y times 2y plus negative 2y times 3x plus negative 2y times 1. Negative 2 times positive 2 will give me a negative 4. Y times y is y squared. Negative 2 times 3 is a negative 6, and since we have 2 variables, we put them in alphabetical order, so x then y. Minus negative 2y times 1 is negative 2y. And nothing here is alike. They're not like terms, so that's as far as I can go. Alright, and then we have some more problems here. So it says, which of the following is equivalent to the expression 3m minus 7z plus 5m plus z? So first what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to combine like terms. We have 3m and a positive 5m, so when I combine those I get 8m total. And then I'm going to combine my z's, so we have a negative 7z and a positive z. So again, if you like to do your scoreboard, positive teams and negative teams, I have 7 negatives, I have 1 positive, so the negative team is winning by 6 points, so it's negative 6z. So looking at my answers here on this first one, I can rewrite this as 8m minus 6z, and that matches what we have. I can distribute a 2 here, and we will get 8m minus 6z, and that matches what I have. And then here we have 6z minus 8m when I distribute this 2. And what you'll notice if I rewrite that, that's a negative 8m plus 6z, and that does not match what we have because the signs are different. So the only 2 that work are 1 and 2, and so that will give us G as our answer. Okay, and then the last one, write your simplified form. All you have to do is distribute your 12. So we have 12 times 5m minus 12 times 3. 12 times 5 is 60, don't forget the m. And then 12 times 3 is 36. And that is it for your notes.